first thing that I like to do before I start my makeup is moisturize. So for moisturizer, I'm going to be using the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturizer. And I always moisturize just because I want to make sure that I don't have any dry spots and that my skin is nice and smooth. So next I'm going to use a primer, and for primer I'm going to use the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And I'm just going to put this in the areas where I have the largest pores, which is on my forehead and my nose. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I'm going to be using the Dewy+Smooth one because my skin is more on the drier side. If you have oily skin, then you should use the matte and poreless one. So this one is in the color 210 Sandy Beige, and I'm going to be using a Real Techniques sponge. And I always make sure to blend my foundation down to my neck because I don't want a harsh line right here. And I really love this foundation just because it leaves a very nice, natural looking glow. So next, since I have dark circles, I like to color correct underneath my eyes. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Camo in Apricot. And I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes to help brighten that area. Okay, so next I'm going to highlight and conceal. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this one is in the color 20 Sand Sable. So I'm just going to put this in the areas that I want to highlight and just areas that I want to cover up a little bit more. So I'm going to put some underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to put some on my forehead and down my nose and then on my chin, and I'm also going to put some on the sides of my mouth. Okay, and now I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge again and blend everything out. So I like to go over my eyelids too, just to make sure there's a little bit of concealer there because I like to use that as my base for my eyeshadow. So now I'm going to set everything with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm going to be using this powder brush from the BH Cosmetics It's My Ray Ray set. And then I'm just going to lightly dust it all over my face. Next, I'm going to bronze up my face. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Bronzer. And I'm going to be using this powder brush from a Morphe set. So when I'm bronzing, I like to start at my forehead and then kind of go around the perimeter of my face, and I'll do kind of like a 3 shape going from here into here and then like that. So for blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon, and this one is in the color Mellow Wine. So next I'm going to do my eyebrows, and since I want this look to be a natural look, I'm not really going to fill them in heavily. I'm just going to be using this Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and this is just going to fill them in a bit and make them look thicker. Also, it's just going to kind of set them in place for the rest of the day. So next I'm going to do eyeshadow, and since I want this to be a natural look, I'm only going to use one color, and so I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel Deluxe palette, and I'm going to be taking this shimmery color right here, and this one is kind of like a champagne color. It's really pretty, and I'm going to be using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. So next I'm going to be applying mascara, and I'm not going to be using any eyeliner because I want this to be, like I said, I want this to be a natural look. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Great Lash, and I'm just going to be applying this on my top and bottom lashes. So next thing I'm going to do is highlight, and I like doing highlighting towards the end just because it's my favorite thing to do. So again, I'm going to be taking the Carli Bybel Deluxe palette, and I'm going to be mixing the two top highlight colors right here, so this one and this one. So I'm putting this on the high points of my cheekbone. Then I'm also going to put some on my nose. Then I'm also going to put some right here above my cupid's bow. And this is just a highlighting brush from the It's My Ray Ray set. So now I'm going to take this small brush, and this is also from the It's My Ray Ray set, and I'm going to use those same colors again, and I'm going to put some in the inner corner of my eyes, and then I'm also going to put some underneath my brow. So for the lips, I'm just going to be putting on a gloss. So I'm going to be using the Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker. So the last thing that I always do after I'm done with my makeup is set everything. So I'm going to be using the Badescu facial spray. Okay, so this is the final look. This is just a very natural, everyday look, and all the products that I used today were drugstore / affordable products. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and thank you for watching.